What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. There's more fallout from this H2M mod shutdown by Activision, and honestly, the details that are coming out are insane. So let's hear about some of the details.
I don't think it's wrong to share the reasoning of the cease and desist that they listed in the letter. I didn't see anything saying that it was, but essentially, because of the popularity H2M was gaining and how close it is to Black Ops 6 releasing and kind of the marketing and the beta and stuff for like that, they did not want H2M interfering with possible sales of Black Ops 6.
That was one of the developers from the H2M mod, revealing to the Call of Duty community that one of the reasons they were sent a cease and desist letter from Activision was because they were afraid it was going to affect the sales of Black Ops 6. Tell me you're out of touch with your community without telling me you're out of touch with your community. Whoever decided that was a primary reason is a moron. Straight up. Because what has now happened, even though the H2M mod lives on and you can access it, it's caused so much negative press and negative publicity for Activision and has caused many people to sour on Black Ops 6. Now, they're soured in the middle of August. That might not affect the actual launch of Black Ops 6. But right now, there's a lot of people that don't want to part with their money to support Activision. Because while, yes, the H2M mod lives on, you still need to purchase MWR, and people aren't very eager to do that considering the money would go to Activision instead of these developers that worked hard on this project and then had the rug pulled out from under them a day before it went live. After this community helped surge Modern Warfare Remastered in the Steam charts, yeah, don't worry, we'll still shut this thing down a day before. But because we're so incompetent and so bad at what we do, the mod is still going to leak out there and we're going to get all of that negative backlash. We're going to get all of the fallout from this decision. That's how dumb the people over at Activision are. They let Black Ops 6 completely leak out to the community because they're bad at their jobs. And then they try to shut down a mod, but don't do an adequate enough job at doing it, so the mod is still available to the community. You just have to be okay with parting with $40. But honestly, $40 for MWR to play the H2M mod is far better than parting with $80, $90 to buy Black Ops 6. Personally, it's a no-brainer. I really hope that the H2M mod can continue to live on, because it was finally something to get excited about within this community. And I think it speaks volumes that Activision was so terrified of this mod being successful, because it showcased a shortcoming of theirs, neglecting their legacy and neglecting their past in favor of the new era of Call of Duty that falls flat for so many of us. And they saw real excitement and real hype for a project that they could have taken full advantage of. And I noticed that Exclusive Ace mentioned this, that at some point in time, Activision could have just taken this project under their wing and allowed it to exist. But they didn't do that. And it seems like a complete no-brainer. But like I said earlier, I don't think there's a smart person over at Activision when it comes to business decisions. Sure, they're intelligent on how to separate you from your money, but when it comes to actually exciting this community and getting this community passionate about the projects they're creating, they don't know how to do it. They legitimately don't. And they just fail at every turn. This has been an awful month for Call of Duty. Let's just call it what it is. The Black Ops 6 leaks, this whole fiasco, and then you've got Call of Duty next at the end of the month. And I'm super curious to see how that is going to play out. I'm sure it'll be fine at the end of the day, and I'm sure that it'll go off without a hitch, and all of the sheep and mouth breathers will eat up everything that they're trying to sell them. But in the back of my mind, the entire time that I take in this new content, I'm going to be reminded that this is a company that doesn't care about its community, that wants to shut down projects instead of letting them prosper and thrive. This is a company that would far rather see the community suffer than the community be excited about something. That's the Activision that we have right now. They are so out of touch with their community that they thought there'd be no blowback for this. Or the blowback was at least a good exchange for not allowing a fan-made project to be out there on the market. Instead of the smart business decision, which was to make this an Activision official release so that they could have some support on the back end. These developers didn't even need to be paid. They didn't want to be paid. And you'd have something that the community could be excited about, and you'd still be able to protect your precious Black Ops 6, which now I even have less confidence it's going to be good than I did at the beginning of this month, at the beginning of this week, for crying out loud. It's very clear to me that even Activision is a little concerned about the overall perception of Black Ops 6, that it might fall flat for even more players. Because you wouldn't be putting that into a legal document unless you were a little scared. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe overall it's Activision a little worried that this community has a lot more power than they thought, that they underestimated the influence that we truly have. And then when there is a project that we are passionate about, that we will back it. So maybe it's time for Activision to take some notes, to learn from their community and understand that the current iterations of Call of Duty just aren't cutting it for so many. We're a little sick and tired of the deterioration of the overall identity and soul that Call of Duty once had. The game, like I've said, is a faceless, soulless adventure now. That's what it is. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing that you can connect to anymore. It's all fallen by the wayside. And this is a direct result of Activision selling themselves out for greed so that they can sell more bundles, so that they can sell the next superhero or the next crossover with Gundam, instead of adhering to a proper theme that gets people immersed in their project. That's what's missing now. I've said it before, and I just wanted to repeat it again. Now, personally, I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm going to go out and play H2M, just because I'm very apprehensive about giving Activision money. But I do suggest, if you are curious about playing the H2M mod, go seek out how to play it. Make sure what you're downloading is not a virus, and ensure that you have fun playing the game that these developers work tirelessly on, that they put real time and effort into. Instead of just trying to capture on the flavor of the week, they decided to take a game from the past and bring it into the present. And I have to commend them for that. From everything I've seen, they've done a tremendous job and deserve all of the praise that they are currently getting. There's a reason why this community was so excited for it, and it shows off in all of the gameplay I've seen. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. Do you think that you can see yourself playing this mod, even though it means giving Activision a little bit of money? I'm curious to know your thoughts down below in that comment section. Just let me know what you think. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.